Good morning. Today we entertain a side from the East Midlands that we haven't played for some time. This is Stōk Cae Ras, and I'm Steve Jones. Good morning. Hope I found you well this morning. Well, today we entertain a side coming over from the East Midlands, as I said, Derby County in the Championship. Now, we've not played Derby since 2006-07 season, but before that we've played them 9 times, winning 2, drawing 2 and losing 5. 9 goals for, 14 against, and that last time we played them was in 2007, January of that year, in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. That was at Pride Park. 15,609 were in the ground that day to see Derby winning 3-1. Lee McEvely scoring for Wrexham, but the interesting bit was Dave Jones was in the Derby side. Dave Jones, of course, now a coach at Wrexham. And the first senior side I can find playing Derby was in the old Division 3 North, August the 27th in 1955, when just shy of 17,000 piled into the racecourse to see a 3-1 win for the Reds. Ronnie Hewitt and 2 for Elvin Edwards scoring the goals. Now, as far as the record for appearances and goals against Derby, Stōk Cae Ras is there with 4 appearances and Dixie with 4 goals. Right. Not surprisingly, because there's not a great geographical difference between us and Derby. 37 players have played for both that I can find. I've just taken, again, just a straw poll, but again, it's jumping out at me. The number of keepers in there. Lee Camp, Brad Foster, Javan Vidal. Anyway, apart from Ashley Ward, Mickey Thomas, Kwame Thomas, Dean Saunders, Jack Marriott, Caden Jackson, the aforementioned David Jones, coach, Brian Hughes, Scott Green, legend, Brad Foster, as mentioned, Gorgeous George Evans, Steve Emery, Paul Empson, Lee Camp, and Martin Chalk all played for Wrexham and Derby. Now, on this day in history, could be a jingle in that somewhere. Birthdays to recognise for today. Fire and Safety Steward Joe Evans is today. All the best to you, Joe. Liberato Cacaci, 26 today, and former players Mark Wrench, 56, Ed Moss, 34, Robert Elaine, 57, and Oshan Hughes, 24. Also on this day in history, a little bit of digging again, we signed Wayne Sagilski in 1976 and Colin Marshall in 1991. No disrespect, Colin, but I have completely lost track of you on that one. Not a chap I remember at all, only made 4 appearances for us. But also quite a few interesting results on this day in history. In 1972, we beat FC Zurich in the Cup Winners' Cup. In 1978, we beat Rijeka 2-0 in the Cup Winners' Cup. 2009, we scraped a 0-0 draw. Won a 0-0 draw. Anyway, it was 0-0 against the former Chester City. That result was, of course, expunged when they went bust. 2014, Eastleigh, we beat them 3-0. And in 2016, Macclesfield, the old Macclesfield town, beat us 3-0. So it's all been happening on this day in history. So have a good day today. Make loads of noise. You saw what the gaffer put in his presser. We need to make the race course loud and proud once again. So bring your best singing voices with you. I'll be adding mine. Have a good day. Be safe. Be loud. And in the meantime, see you later.